See if you get a delay. Say something and see if it comes to you a second later.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah. Can you hear me? Everything okay?
Yes. Hello and welcome to the Michael S. Robinson Show. I'm Michael Robinson, and we're streaming live here on Microbin Radio. We're also live on YouTube. Hi, guys. We have a show every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 6 p.m. called Beyond Coronavirus. So join us this evening as we're going to be talking to a medium. His name is Robert Painley. About this time of coronavirus in our country. So also we're on Facebook. I'm Michael Robinson NY, and we're live every day right here on Microbin Radio. So join us for interesting shows on topics that pertain to your life and beyond. My show today is going to be really awesome. I am going to be talking to my neighbor who is a friend. His name is Chick Field, and actually his name is Saul, but I call him Chick and everyone else does. And he is going to be celebrating his 100th birthday on Sunday, April 26th. He's going to be 100 years old, something that many of us dream about, right? So I'm going to be interviewing him and finding out about his secrets, about his life story, and more. So without further ado, welcome to the show, Chick.
I'm glad to be here.
First of all, congratulations and happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Well, how are you feeling now that we're dealing with the coronavirus and everybody is being distant? Sorry you couldn't be in the studio with us. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm coping with it. And what can I say?
Yes. Well, we have a lot to talk about because we want to find out your secret.
TV and computers. And like I say, I've been through a lot.
Yes, I would
I've
imagine.
seen a lot.
Yes. I mean, your life is like a time capsule, right? The things you've experienced from being a young boy, having gone through World War II to the Great Depression, to the wars and, the Korean Wars and things like that. There's so much that we can talk about, right? So I figure within half an hour, we can cover some of the basic things that we want to know, like how you did it, how were you able to stay healthy and mindful and present for this length of time, because so many of us struggle with health and mental issues, and you've been able to do it for this length of time. Give us some advice or tips.
Well, the advice I can give you is when it comes to food, I notice a lot of people don't digest their food. They're eating food and they're too in a hurry to eat. So I've always been a one that just takes my time, and that's the whole secret is not to rush your food.
Right.
Let it digest, and so forth.
Yes. And physical fitness, because I see you walking every day. I mean, this is something that you do in terms of walking your dog, but certainly it plays a part in your physical well-being, yes?
Yes, I walk my dog 3 times a day,
And
morning, noon, and night.
and his name is Toby.
Toby, right?
Yes.
And he keeps me young because
I tell you, they're amazing, right?
I have to give him his exercise, and I think he looks forward to it.
Very good. Now, I know you've been married to Helen for 35 years. How did you guys meet?
Well, we met at a dance in New Jersey, and I've always liked dancing, and my wife has been a dancer, and that's the place where I meet. When I was at this dance, I was just sitting there, and all of a sudden I see this gorgeous girl walk in,
Ah.
And I said, "Oh, I have to meet her." Yeah. And it all started that way. I asked her to dance, and it went on from that time on.
Very nice, very nice. Now, your family. Tell us about your family.
Oh, my family, my father came here from Russia
Mm-hmm.
and didn't meet my mother until he got to this country. And of course, when they come here, they send you to Ellis Island,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and then you go from there into the mainland. And that's how it all started. And
But you were born here. You were born in
I was
Bensonhurst, right?
born here, and
Yes, yes.
my brothers and sisters were born here,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and my mother and father were born in Russia, and they didn't meet until they came to this country.
I see. Yes. So tell me about your siblings. Do you have any? Do you have any children, grandchildren? You can name them. Feel free to
Yes,
tell us
I,
about
I have
them.
a lot of grandchildren, and I have uh, uh, two daughters and a son. And from there on, my family progressed,
Mm-hmm.
and they got bigger and bigger. And together with my second wife Helen, adding on together, we have a lot of siblings together. So we have quite a big family.
Very nice, very nice. I've had the opportunity of meeting some of them, and it was a really good pleasure indeed. So, your hobbies. I know you like to sing. I know karaoke is one of your favorite things to do.
Right. I've always been a frustrated singer
Are you going to
since
sing?
I can remember.
Are you going to sing for us today, or is that not appropriate because
Well,
it's your birthday?
I'm not really prepared to tell you the truth. I don't have the musical
I
background. I'm
know, I know.
not set up for it. But I love to sing,
Yes.
and I've always wanted to become a singer, and I never could make the grade. And when I was younger, I appeared on a show which they called The Gong Show.
Yeah, I remember
Today,
that show. Yeah.
today it's a karaoke, and then it was a Gong Show,
Mm-hmm.
and Brooklyn. It's a big theater like the Paramount, and I went out on the stage and I sang All or Nothing at All, and report that I got from the stage manager, he says I took too long out there and I upset his schedule. So when I get home, my father says to me, "How'd you make out?" I says, "Well, I didn't get the gong." So he says, "Well, what's going to be your future?" I says, "Well, he wanted me to take lessons," and I said, "Well, it's not going to cost anything." He says, "Well, I was not going to give you lessons for nothing. You have to go out and get a job."
Uh-huh.
That was the end of my career. And I've been singing ever since.
Mm-hmm.
When I go to dances, my friend just asked me to get up and sing with the orchestra.
Right.
And I've always been involved with music.
Mm-hmm. And your wife Helen is in the choir, a church choir, correct? So
Yes.
she also likes music too.
And she's musically inclined. And when she went to college, she was a concert pianist for a while.
Oh wow.
And,
Okay.
yeah. And
Nice.
she were in shows
Mm-hmm.
while she was going to college. So there's a musical background between my children and hers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Yes.
So we've been a musical family ever since.
Right. Very nice. So I know we're in the middle of this pandemic, the coronavirus, and it's
Yes.
affecting so many people. How are you guys coping with what's
Well,
happening at this
so
time?
far we seem to be okay,
Mm-hmm.
and I find that it's I don't know, it's so bad. I can't explain the things that are going on and I had to go and live this long to go through this whole thing,
Right. Right.
which I really didn't look forward to all this, but it's happening.
So, is there anything that you might have experienced in your life that kind of compares to the horror of this pandemic?
Well, like I say, I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot of things. I've been in the service, and I've been in the Conservation Corps, which I call the CCC camps.
Right.
Which, when I was younger, I couldn't get a job because of depression. And President Roosevelt got this thing together where he wanted the young people to have some kind of a career.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to school and took up certain things that we could do, and that helped us a lot. And from there, I, like I said, I went to the CCC camps, Civilian Conservation Corps,
Mm-hmm.
and from there, and this was at the end of 1989, and I went in and entered the service from there.
Mm-hmm.
And
How long were you in the service?
I was in the service for about a year,
I see. Yes.
and I was stationed in Governor's Island.
Ah, okay.
And my job was to break in the trucks before they go overseas and make sure they're mechanically fit
Oh,
before they go into service.
I see. Yes. Yes.
So that was my job, and I got into these trucks, and I'm riding around on the island and gave them a okay, all right, and I was ready for the next one and then the next one.
Mm-hmm.
That was my job at the time.
Yes. 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 So, when you look back at your life and you think about, all the things you've experienced and seen and have done, what was the biggest lesson you've learned that you want to share with us?
Well, the biggest lesson is moderation. People nowadays are in a hurry. Like I say, they don't take time to eat. They don't digest their food, and everybody's in a hurry. And I was never like that. And when I used to sit down at a table, I was always the last one to get finished.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I find it paid off. And another thing, when I was in the service, I never smoked, and I drank like a bottle of beer with my dinner at night, and everybody in my barracks was smoking, and I could never take to it. So that's another thing I never enjoyed doing,
Mm-hmm.
was smoking.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more. There's nothing good that will come about from excess smoking at all.
Right.
So that's definitely a lesson for everybody to, put in their toolbox, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nowadays, like I say, people are in a hurry. They don't take time to live. And I don't even know where they're going.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, everyone is in a rush. And the life we live now, especially with the technology we have available, everybody is attached to their cell phones or their iPhones, and you're constantly interacting or feeling the need to respond right away to a text message or a phone call. And when you think about life, 20, 30, 40 years ago, we didn't have the kind of telephone or technology that we have today. So people lived because they communicated, right? They socialized, they got together for dinners or conversation or walks and things like that. So the lifestyle was a little bit more relaxed.
They don't talk to each other anymore.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
go into a restaurant, you see the children. They don't even know their parents is there.
Yeah, that's
All
true.
they're doing is looking at their cell phones.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, yeah. So there's something important to learn from that, right? Slowing down and paying attention and enjoying life moment by moment. So I have a question that I wanted to ask you about your birthday, about a gift. If you were to be given one gift, what would that be?
One gift for me.
Yes.
Well, this seems kind of silly, but I always love selfish, and I love to have a half a dozen clams
A half a
for
dozen
my
clams.
birthday.
Ah, okay.
It's a simple thing, but
Yes.
to me it means a lot because I enjoy it.
Okay, half a dozen clams.
Yeah.
Now, I know that you liked collecting cars, right? I've seen
Yes,
cars in your house before. Is that a hobby of yours? Is that something that you
yes, I
continuously?
have a collection of model cars, and I like to go to car shows,
Mm-hmm.
and I enjoy all that. And I've always been one to work on a car when I was younger, because now I can't. But I used to love that.
What is your favorite model?
Well, I've been driving Fords all my life.
Ah, yes,
I'm
yes.
a Ford person.
Uh-huh, uh-huh, yes. No, I totally love cars myself. I don't know much about the models and which one I prefer, but I just love a pretty car. So I'm right up there with you. Now, is there anything else you want to share with us today in terms of information you want to give to your family and friends about what you're feeling or thinking in this moment? Because this is a moment that many of us dream of, but most of us do not get the opportunity of reaching. So tell us what you want to share with us today.
Well, it's a funny thing that when I was very young, it sounds kind of silly, but I always thought I could never die. So I'm getting close to it. But I love living life to enjoy life, and like I say, you don't rush into things. You just have to take day by day and enjoy yourself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. So before we go, let's just mention your children and Helen's children's names. So because they're going to be watching this video, and I just want to include them in the conversation, especially seeing that they're not able to be here with us today.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Well, you met
Jane.
Jane, and another one Anne,
Right.
and another one George, and
George
that's
is with
my
you right
wife's
now,
side.
right? Yes. Yes.
And you met George, and I have three children, two two girl two girls and a boy. I don't see much of them, but they're around.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well,
I'm
yes.
mostly involved with Helen's children
Right. Right.
because they're all talented children and they love music like I do.
Very good. Well, it has been a pleasure talking to you, Chick, and I wish you nothing but the best of everything and a very happy birthday. And I'm sorry we cannot be together because of coronavirus. It's keeping
Yes,
everyone apart, but
yeah, that seems to be a problem with the whole world
yes, yes,
that
exactly.
they can't enjoy life together.
Yes, yes,
Um, everything is a showcase. So,
yes.
but you do the best you can.
Oh, well,
Let's
you
hope
have
the whole
to.
thing is going to come to an end soon and
Right.
we all get back to normal.
Yes, exactly. Well, you take very good care of yourself. And from all
Thank
of
you
us
very
here
much.
at the studio and from all of your friends and family, we wish you a very, very happy and healthy and wonderful birthday on Sunday.
Thank you. And I do appreciate you getting all this together for me. And
Absolutely.
it's a gift that I'll never forget.
My pleasure, Chick. All the best to you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
I'm Michael Robinson. Until next time, tune in to the Michael S. Robinson Show every day on Microbin Radio. Also, we're on Facebook Live and YouTube. Just tune in to Michael Robinson NY on Facebook, on YouTube, The Michael S. Robinson Show. Remember, this is your time. Use it wisely.